You are still watching Project SOAR, series of online academic reviews of mathematics grade learning modules for Quarter 2, Week 1, brought to you by Highway Hills Integrated School teachers. Kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-like or nakapag-subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, MTM channel, and follow our official Facebook page, Math Team Mathematics Teachers Association of Mandaluyong, para sa mga bagong video lessons. Ang ating grade 6 reviewer ay graduate ng Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Agronomy at Camarines Sur Agricultural College. She also finished her 36 units in Master of Arts in Education at Trinity University of Asia. An MTOP trainer, a math coach and trainer, a grade 6 mathematics teacher, and a teacher 3 at Highway Hills Integrated School. Mga batang mandunong, let us all welcome Mrs. Erna B. Bamboa.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Good day, everyone. I'm Mrs. Erna B. Bamboa of Highway Hills Integrated School. I am tasked to discuss with you the topic, expressing one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. Before I start, allow me to greet the following. Dr. Romela M. Cruz, SESE, OIC, SDS. Dr. Aurelio Alfonso, OIC, ASDS. Dr. Alin G. Mendoza, CID Chief. Ma'am Emma Arubio, SUD Chief. Sir Resty I. Rodelas, EPS in Mathematics. Dr. Efren S. Consemino, Highway Hills Integrated School Principal. Home learner, learning partners, teachers and pupils of Mandaluyong, especially our grade 6 learners. Batang MANDunong, welcome to Project SOAR. Expressing one value as a fraction of another given their ratio and vice versa. Quarter 2, Week 1. Here are the two objectives. The first is expresses one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. The second defines and illustrates the meaning of ratio and proportion using concrete or pictorial models. Let's have the first objective. Expresses one value as a fraction of another given their ratio and vice versa. Let's go to the word problem. Mr. Tihadak cut a piece of stick into 2 pieces. The lengths of the 2 sticks are represented below using a model. Stick A measures 3 centimeters and stick B measures 6 centimeters. The total length of the 2 sticks is 9 centimeters. Let's have number 1. The ratio of the length of the stick A to the total length of the 2 sticks is 3:9. So the length of the stick A is 3/9 or 1/3 of the total length of the 2 sticks. You reduce 3/9 to 1/3. The second one, the ratio of the length of the stick A to the length of the stick B is 3:6. So stick A is 3/6 of the length of the stick B. Number 3. The ratio of the length of the stick B to the length of the stick A is 6:3. So stick B is 6/3 of the length of the stick A. Let's have another example. There are 9 circles to 12 triangles. So the ratio of circles to triangles is 9:12 or 9:12 to reduce the lowest term, or that is 3/4. Let's have some practice. Complete the tables by writing the correct ratio. Okay, so we are going to write in column form and in fraction form. Are you ready, children? Let's answer number 1. 4 vases to 40 flowers. In column form, what is your answer? 4:40. In fraction form, 4/40. Very good, children. Number 2. 5 cups of milk to 15 eggs. Let's see your answer for column form and fraction form. 5:15 in column form. In fraction form, 5/15. Very good, children. You got the correct answer again. 4 liters of juice to 20 persons. Let's see your column form and fraction form. 4:20 or 4/20. Your answer is correct again. That's nice, children. You're learning. Number 4, 2 trays to 16 glasses. Let's see your answer. 2:16 and 2:16. Very good again, children. You can follow me. Let's have number 5. 5 baskets to 35 mangoes. Let's say your column form. 5:35. Fraction form. Let's see your fraction form. 5/35. So you read this as 5/35, not 5/35. It's 5/35. Okay, now let's proceed to second objective. Defines and illustrates the meaning of ratio and proportion using concrete or pictorial models. So let's start with these pictures. I know these fruits are your favorite fruits. You have mangoes, bananas, and pineapple. Let us compare the number of mangoes to the number of bananas. The comparison can be done in 2 ways. Comparison by subtraction and comparison by division. Let's start with comparison by subtraction. So there are 4 bananas than mangoes. That is 8 minus 4 is 4. Where did you get that 4? Subtracted from 8. That is 4 number of mangoes. Let's have comparison by division. So we're going to compare dividing bananas by mangoes. Because there are 8 bananas, you're going to divide 8 bananas by 4 mangoes. So your answer is 2. Or that is 8 divided by 4 is 2, or 8/4 is 2. Another way of comparison is by the use of ratio, which is our topic for today. This comparison of 2 quantities can be expressed in fraction form, column form, or number phrase. But we are going to concentrate more on fraction form and column form. Why do we say that it's in column form? Because we use colon. Okay, the ratio of pineapples to mangoes is 2:4. Or that is 1:2. This means that for every pineapple, there are 2 mangoes. The ratio is to 4. 2:4 can be written as fraction form, 2/4 or 1/2. Why is it 1/2? Because it changes 2/4 to lowest term and the divisor is 2. That's why you have 1/2. Column form. We read this as 2:4. And number phrase, this is 2:4. The same. The ratio of 2/4 or 2:4 can be read as 2:4. If 2/4 is equal to 1/2, then the ratios are equal. So 2 ratios that show equal proportion. That means they are proportion. Let's see. From this computation, 2/4 is equals to 1/2, or 2:4 is equal to 1:2. Why? Let's see. There are 4 terms in a proportion. the first term, second term, third term, and the fourth term. Where could you find the first term, second term, third term, and fourth term? So remember this, the first term and the fourth term are called extremes. The second term and the third term are called means. I'll show you some example. Okay. So these are the four parts. Four parts. The 2 is the first, second is fourth is the second, 1 is the third, and 2 is fourth. The combination of first and the fourth is called extremes. The combination of 4 and 1 is means. Because when you multiply, in a proportion, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Example. So based from our example a while ago, extremes, that is first and fourth. So that is 2 times 2. So this one, 2 times 2 is 4. Means 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So they have the same product. That means they are proportion. So we call this proportion. Again, proportion, the product of the means and the extremes are the same. That's why they are called proportion. Remember this. Put this in your mind, or remember this. Ratio is the comparison of two quantities. That's the meaning of ratio. Ratio is the comparison of two quantities. When two equal ratios are set up, it forms a proportion. So ratio and proportion are best described using concrete or pictorial models. So remember the meaning of these two words, ratio and proportion. Let's have some practice exercises. Here is the instruction or the direction. Refer to the drawing that suggests the ratio of the given items in two ways. Write the ratio in column form and in the fraction form. Just see and observe the pictures or the drawings. Okay, let's see. We want you to see and observe the drawings or the pictures above, because you're going to answer or write the answers in column form and in fraction form. Then later, I'll check your work. Let's see. So there are bats and balls. Will you please write in column form? 2:12, because there are 2 bats and 12 balls. That is equal to 1:6. Where did you get 1:6? You're going to divide 2:12 by 2 halves. That is 2 divided by 2 is 1, 12 divided by 2 is 6. That's why it is 1:6. Let's go to fraction form. That is 2/12 is equal to 1/6. The same, your divisor is 2 halves. Because 2 halves is the greatest common factor of 2 and 12. Next, squares to rectangles. Please count the number of squares and rectangles above. In column form, what is your answer, children? 5:10. That means there are 5 squares and 10 rectangles. Change to simplest form, that is 1:2. Why? We are going to divide 5:10 by 5/5. That is the 5 is the GCM of 5 and 10. So when you divide 5 by 5, your answer is 1. When you divide 10 by 5, your answer is 2. That's why your answer is 1:2. Let's see in fraction form. Very good, children. 5/10 is equal to 1/2. Next, kindly count number of saucers to cups. In column form, you have 3:12, or that is 1:4. Very good, children. Let's have fraction form. 3:12, or that is equivalent to 1/4. Very nice, children. You have learned again. Let's go to circles to triangles. Can you count number of circles and the number of triangles? So how many circles do you have? There are, let's see. Show your answer, please. 6:8. That means there are 6 circles and there are 8 triangles. Am I right? Okay. So that is, when you change it to lowest term, that is 3:4. Next. How about in fraction form? 6:8 is equivalent to 3/4. Very good, children. Next, number 5. Notebooks to pens. Please count the number of notebooks and number of pens. Show the answer now. 3:9. Because there are only 3 notebooks, but there are 9 pens. That is 1:3. Let's go to fraction form. Show your answer now. 3/9 is equal to 1/3. Okay. As you can see, to form a proportion, you just multiply. Let's go back to number 1 answer. In column form, you're going to multiply 2 times 6. Your answer is 12. Am I right? 12 times 1 is 12. So they are proportion. Why? Because the extremes and means have the same product. Next have number 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 1 is 10. They have the same product. They are proportion. Next, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. They are again proportion. 6 times 4 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. They have the same product. They are still proportion. And the last, 3:9. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 1 is 9. Again, the same product. They are proportion. Remember this. Remember this. To check if your answer is proportion or not, you are going to multiply the extremes and the means. If they have the same product, your answer is proportion. Thank you. That's all for today, children. Again, thank you very much for listening, watching, and staying with me. Hope you learn some knowledge about this topic. Thank you very much again. God bless and just keep safe. Thank you.